So the other day, I went to my local market, just doing some regular shopping, the usual weekend vibe. Then I spotted this skincare shop tucked between two stalls selling provision and fabrics. Out of curiosity, I decided to check it out. Now, if you know me, you know I've got a sharp eye for skincare. So I walked to the shop. I asked the lady there if she had a CeraVe SA Cleanser. She answered yes. She pulled one out of the shelf so quickly I almost thought I struck gold. But the second I laid my eyes on it, something felt off. The packaging looked a little different, The font was kind of suspicious. My gut said fake. 100%. At that moment, I had two choices: walk away and forget about it, or grab it anyway and use it as a, teaching point, or as in this case, to make a video out of it. Guess what I did? Yep, I bought it, not because I wanted to use it. Trust me, I value my skin too much for that experiment, but because I know how easy it is to get tricked. And that's when I decided I'll break this fake down for you again, so you will know what to watch out for. So be sure to stick around to the end. Alright, moving on. The font, the bottle, the label, everything was screaming counterfeit. If you're not careful, you could easily grab one of these and end up wondering why your skin is breaking out or burning instead of improving. But here's where it gets really crazy. After that, I decided to visit a supermarket close to me just to compare. And to my shock, every SA cleanser on their shelves was fake as well. Imagine that. And as if that wasn't enough, right there, I also spotted an overpriced tube of tretinoin gel sitting on the counter being sold like it was some rare luxury item. I think I did a video on that as well. I thought, okay, maybe that's just one supermarket. Out of pure curiosity, I went to another one. This time, they didn't have the CeraVe SA Cleanser, but what I did find almost made me laugh and cry at the same time. Fake bars of AmLactin soap and even AmLactin body lotion lined up like it's the real deal. Fake bars of AmLactin soaps. You can literally Google it right now. As of the time I'm making this video, AmLactin does not make soap bars. Go ahead, check their official website, amlactin.com, and look through the entire list of products. Do you see any soap bars there? No. Keep scrolling and tell me when you find a bar of soap. Let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going, keep going. Actually, let's take it a step further. Let's check their Instagram page. As you can see at the time of this video, they have around 756 posts. Keep scrolling and tell me when you find a bar of soap. Let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going, keep going. Keep scrolling and tell me when you find a bar of soap. Let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going, keep going. Exactly, there isn't any. You know what? Let's do a search on Jumia and Konga right away to see what pops up in the search results. Alright, here we go. On Jumia, we have 3 results pop up, all fakes. Now, I'm not telling you to buy or not to buy, but these are counterfeits. Let's head over to Konga. Alright, we put in our search here. Well, what do you know? 2 popped up from our search results. And you see these ones right here, they are all counterfeits. AmLactin is a brand under Advantage Health, which is owned by the private equity firm TA Associates. Right now, AmLactin focuses mainly on moisturizers, lotions, and creams that uses lactic acid, which is where the name AmLactin comes from. As for the body lotion, I will make a separate video breaking down how to spot the fake versus the original. Now, when I say fake, what I mean is the company does not produce these soap bars. So if you've been using them and enjoying them, well, it's important to know that they are counterfeit. While we're on the subject, I'm just going to go ahead and slide these in. These are all counterfeits. Everything you're seeing right here, the companies do not manufacture them. That's when it really hit me. This problem is way bigger than one random skincare shop in the market. Fakes are everywhere, from small shops to big supermarkets, and most people can't even tell the difference. And that's why I'm sharing this with you, because if you don't know what to look out for, you'll end up paying the price, not just with your money, but with your skin. Sometimes the best way to protect yourself is by learning from someone else's mistake. And this time, the intentional mistake is mine. Now, let's get right into how you can spot a fake. Forget the color shades and font thickness debates. Let's hit the nail on the head. Fakes always give themselves away with obvious, undeniable errors. Here's what I found on closer inspection. Number 1, spelling mistakes. The biggest red flag of them all. This is the easiest way to catch a fake. The counterfeit product I bought had extoliating right over here. You can see it right over here. Instead of exfoliating, I don't know what extoliating means, but I understand what exfoliating means. And if you look closely over here, it says direct instead of direct. Now this takes me back to the other supermarket that I went to. If we zoom in closely, this one here says Salicytic Acid instead of Salicylic Acid. I don't know about you, but I feel and believe authentic CeraVe will never have spelling errors. If you see even one, then I promise you it's 100% fake. With that out of the way, number 2 is the bottle quality. The fake here looks too clear and brittle, almost like cheap water bottle plastic. If you've ever used the original product, you would notice how sturdy the bottle is. Furthermore, the fonts on this are lighter and thinner. Unlike the original one, the fonts seem bolder and consistent all around the product. Look at the texture and consistency. If you've used the real deal, you know it doesn't feel as watery as this. Look, it even foams a little. Nice touch, I'll give them that. Look, what I'm telling you right now is you don't even need to argue about the shades of blue or font thickness anymore. The spelling errors alone are enough to prove it's fake. No reputable multinational brand like CeraVe would ever let typos like extoliating, direct instead of direct, or salicytic slip through production and hit the shelves. So just a word of caution, be careful out there. I didn't mention this earlier. Actually, your first line of defense should be to look for a plastic wrap. Whenever you come across a CeraVe cleanser encased in a plastic wrap, then it's a fake. Now, some vendors have become aware of that, so they take out the plastic wrap. And the thing is, these counterfeiters put in this plastic wrap to make it seem more legitimate, to the extent that there are some customers who tell you if it's not encased in a plastic wrap, they are not gonna buy. So like I said, that should be your first line of defense, the plastic wrap, just as in the case of the supermarket I visited earlier. The truth is, sometimes these supermarkets don't even know they're buying fakes, and sometimes they do, because they get these cheap products at a very low price and flip them for more than 100% profit. So all I'm saying to you is just be careful out there, because next time the fakes hit the shelf, they probably will correct some of these errors to make it indistinguishable from the original ones. Stay safe out there. And just like that, we've come to the end of this video. If you've learned something today, hit the like button, subscribe, blah blah blah. You know the drill. Until I see you next time, stay glowing.